Enjoy the podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4. We have a different guest star today, and it's actually the voice of our podcast, Luke. Say hi again, Luke.
Hi again, Luke.
Now tell them who you are, because we know you, but now tell our whole world.
I am Marlena's sister's boyfriend, Rack's cousin's boyfriend. So I'm part of the family.
You know what I feel guilty about every single day is like in 8th grade when Manda asked me if she should date Luke, and I said no. And here they are, what, 7? They're here 7 years later.
I told her yes. I told her yes.
Thank you.
Don't ever take dating advice from me. I'm so sorry.
Somebody saw the potential.
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but and then here they are, the only healthy relationship, you know? And we're all like, we want a Luke so bad.
Yeah, I don't think she was getting away from that.
He's like, I'm locked in. There's no way.
Have a choice.
No, you literally can't, because even if Amanda didn't want you anymore, we would want you and be like, you have to stay part of the family. Sorry. And you're also
my mom, my dad, Granny, Dig, everybody.
Friend, so it doesn't work like that. You can't leave.
Yeah, it's just inevitable. So I'm happy where I'm at.
Good. She's gonna listen to this and be like, "Aw," because imagine you said something horrible and you'd be kicked out tomorrow.
And everyone else is gonna project off on that.
She says she doesn't listen to the podcast.
Why not?
Wow. I mean, neither do I.
So I know.
I only do the intro.
Luke, ow, Luke,
what assholes?
I know.
That's actually insane.
It really be your own people.
I feel like
make
honestly,
Summer listen to it.
I should be a part of the intro like this, and so whenever I do the intro, I can talk about what we're about to talk about. You know.
Sure, whatever you want, but now you have to listen to the podcast. Or I could be like,
if you missed last week, we did this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
For the record, I listen to every podcast multiple times.
I listen to our own podcast, but Luke, you have to listen to the podcast now.
You have to do that. Yeah, I guess.
I don't like listening to them.
Well, because you just make your own voice. I have to listen to it
because I sound like a dumb valley girl.
Well, that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. No, you don't.
To somebody else.
Mark, can you tell us the story about your wallet that you were just trying to tell us?
So I've been missing my wallet since October, like beginning of October. So I've been using an envelope to keep my money, my ID, and yes,
an envelope.
Just a white plain envelope. Was it
Was it a new envelope, or did you just find it in the junk drawer?
No, so like I got a new one, and then when it gets ripped up, I'll just get a new one. You know what I mean?
You never bought a new wallet. You just keep replacing the envelope.
Yes.
Jesus.
Basically.
Okay.
And
that's the cheapest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I've seen someone hold their stuff in a Ziploc bag.
Why not? Like, why not just wait it out?
Duct tape wallet.
But listen. So yesterday, Jackson was pissing me off, so I was gonna take his stairs away from my bed because he has
which is your dog, by the way. Which is your dog? Because some people might not know that, and they're like, "This girl's a bitch taking this little man's stairs away."
Jackson, he's a little Dodson, so like he has to have stairs to get on the bed. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And yesterday he pissed me off, so I usually just scoot them away. But yesterday I picked it up and moved it. My wallet was underneath there the whole time.
Maybe he hid your wallet because he's mad at you.
I mean, he has pushed it a couple times. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, that's kind of weird. But
it's been a full 2 months. And you never moved the stairs by your bed.
I just don't think you look really
because I just slide it away. I usually just slide it across the room. But yesterday I actually like picked them up and moved it.
That is insane.
I thought you didn't even use those stairs.
No, he always uses. He can't get up on my bed if he doesn't have stairs. That's why he was mean. He was making me mad. So I took away his stairs. So that's why I picked him up and moved it, and I found my wallet.
Well, I think you're just mean. And I don't think you look for your wallet very hard.
I searched that whole room for like 2 months.
Jesus. You just didn't look under the stairs. How do you think they got under there?
No idea.
Probably just put it there by yourself.
No.
This will be a fun
Forgot
game to
about
find later and put the wallet under there.
No one's gonna find my
No.
wallet here.
But you've been using an envelope, Marv. That's what I can't get over.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not
Do you
gonna
pull that out?
use.
Like, do you go to the gas station and pull out an envelope?
Yes.
Marv. Jeez.
Even people at the bar, when I pay for my tab, they're like, "Are you serious? That looks so raggedy." And I'm like,
So
"I can't help it." I'm like, "I don't have anything else." They're like, "What if you get pulled over?" I'm like, "Well,
Hold
first
on,
of
let me
all,
get
I don't
an envelope.
drive, so."
You don't drive because you always get pulled over.
I mean, not all the time, but
Oh, there's always cops there every time.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Honestly. Hey, Luke, do you think it's true that Manda and Marv share a brain cell since y'all have moved in?
The main thing I've noticed with the whole family is everyone has the same voice and tone. Like
What do you
Amanda and
mean?
Marlena talk exactly the same.
Kinda.
I don't think we do. No.
But Marv, that's
No
like
one's
when
ever
I
told
say
you
that
that?
we look alike and you say no,
Yes,
we
they
don't.
have. They have, but honestly, my point of view, I don't think so because I sound, like I said, more Valley girl. Amanda sounds more just like I don't know how to explain it.
We'll have to get Manda on here so everybody can compare, but y'all do sound a lot alike.
I think maybe like some maturities happen where the voices aren't exactly the same anymore. But in high school, I feel like I've talked to you on the phone and thought it was her. Like y'all tricked me or
Yeah.
something.
Oh
Marv,
yeah, for sure.
why do you think that y'all share a brain cell? Because you're the one that told me that you and Manda share a brain cell now.
Because I could right now I can't think of a story, but there's been times where we're like we're doing something and we're like, what the fuck? Like you must have the brain cells. She's like, no, I do because I'm thinking way too hard right now. And I'm like, exactly.
And you can't think at all. That's how
Exactly.
me and my friends are, me, Summer, Lord, and our other friend Cruz. We would be sitting in the car and we would just bounce right off of each other. And Washington was like, I swear to God, y'all share a fucking brain cell. And there's times when he can't hang out with us because like y'all are just so annoying because of how like we bounce off of each other. Like I'll say something and then Lord will add on to the sentence and then Summer will add on to something and then Cruz will add on to something and Washington's like, get away from me.
Yeah.
I think me and Amanda have that now. We definitely share a brain cell living together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just like she can look at me a certain way. I'm like, okay, all right.
Okay, I'll just get it now. I'm like, get out of my brain. Luke, I thought you were out of town.
Yeah, I just got back today. I was supposed to be here like around midnight, but they were
Does
doing
Mina
like
know
what?
does Mina know you're home?
Yeah, I told her I was coming home. She wanted me to go see her at the bookstore, but I didn't know I
Oh,
was
is
going to be on
Amanda at
this
work right now?
podcast. Yeah, she's at work right now. So
I knew
I
you were going to be
skipped
on the
going to see her
podcast.
to be on the
Ooh.
podcast.
Does she hate us? She should listen to it.
Yeah,
I'm
she
going
said
to text her
it
right
was very
now.
lame that I chose this.
I'm going to tell her it's very hurtful that she doesn't listen to our podcast. We're literally related. Like, we're starting from the bottom. She has to listen to it.
No, she's a busy girl doing adult stuff, you know.
Well, that's why it's so good to put your headphones in and you just listen to a podcast. You don't have to do anything but listen.
Right. No, they weren't doing a lot of work today, and so I kind of just I told my boss, I was like, I'm gonna leave. He's like, okay.
I didn't go to work today. Oh, I actually had a surgery today. It was very
What?
minor, and I'm fine. Yeah, I had a
You
surgery
had
today.
surgery?
Yeah, I just didn't
On
tell anybody.
on what?
I had a polyp removed from my uterus.
Oh my, what is that?
I was about to say, what is that? I don't know.
What's a polyp or what's a uterus? Or both?
I think I know what a uterus is, but
I know what a uterus is, but I don't know what a polyp is.
I didn't know what a polyp was either, but it's just like a little growth. Like, they said when I Googled it, it just said that it's like when you have too much estrogen in your body, they can just grow. I was having 2 periods a month for a year straight. And when I would go tell my doctor, they're like, no, that's normal. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And they were like,
I'm sorry.
they were like, here's birth control. I said, no, that doesn't help. And they were like, well, if you take birth control, it'll help you. And I was like, I've been on it since I was 17 and now I'm 25 and it's not helping. And they were like, well, it can just happen sometimes. And I said, I've had my period since I was 11. This has never happened to me. I think there's something wrong. So finally, back in like August, they were like, let's do an ultrasound. And they said that they found like a polyp, which they were like, it's nothing serious, but it can just kind of like mess up your hormones to where you just bleed all the time. And it was just the most inconvenient, annoying thing ever.
Yeah,
So
that sounds awful.
I literally moved out of Connecticut in 6 days and we did the surgery today. But it took like 40 minutes and I was fine.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something to brush off. Like, I don't know. I can't believe they were just like,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
you're good.
saying. That I went to like 3 different doctors and finally the 4th one was like, yeah, that's not normal. She's like, I'm so sorry you were going through that. And I was like, thank you, because I have been so miserable for a year.
Yeah, ladies, go check out your polyps.
Yeah, make sure you
Make sure you don't got
have
those.
no polyps. This is a polyp awareness.
Yeah, if you're having double the menstrual cycle, go look that up.
And whenever I get out of surgery, I've been under anesthesia like 3 times, and I don't know why, but I cry. And the first time it happened, they told me, they're like, yeah, sometimes females have like an emotional reaction. So when I woke up the first time, I looked at the nurse and I thought she was a lady that I worked with, and I started crying. I said, Miss Claire, thank God it's you. And she just like went with it. And then I had my tonsils taken out. So she was like, are you okay? And I said, I'm just so glad that they're gone. And then the second time I went under anesthesia, I didn't really like cry like that. It was just like I was really sad. And then the third time today, I woke up and I was like, "Oh my God, Marvin, thank God it's you." I don't think it was Marvin. And Marvin is the guy who like assisted with the anesthesia, and I'm pretty sure it was just some random nurse. But she just went with it too, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I just started crying. I said, "Yeah, this just happens sometimes." And then they put a plate of crackers in my lap.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm kind of afraid to go under anesthesia. I feel like I never been under anesthesia. I feel like I'd just be weird.
I thought I was going to be weird too, but apparently I cry and I'm like, "Thank God you're here."
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna reveal my deepest, darkest secret for no reason.
Someone told me they think they're going to incriminate themselves. I don't remember if it was Summer or Charles who told me that. Yeah, it was Summer. Summer told us, she's like, I think I'm going to incriminate myself. And I said, but what are you doing to be incriminated for? She's actually sitting on my bed right now doing a sticker book. She's so cute.
That's so cute.
She got under the covers and she's just laying on her stomach doing this sticker book. I'm going to take a picture
I believe
of her.
it. She talked about doing the whole like knitting or
Oh, she crochets. She's making
crocheting.
a blanket right now. Yeah, she's making a blanket. So if anybody wants a blanket from Summer, she needs to occupy her time right now.
What kind of blanket?
You can hit her up. Summer, what kind of blanket are you making? She said regular smuggler.
Regular smuggler.
A blanket that looks like it's been crocheted.
Is it scratchy? I've had some like crochet stuff.
No, it's not scratchy, but it does look like one of those quilts, you know, that your grandma makes.
Yeah, my grandma makes the scratchiest blankets of all time.
But hers are not scratchy. Hers actually looks like it's the colors of like a baby blanket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Charles.
The regular smuggler got me.
Regular smuggler. Marvin, you are so funny sometimes.
That was a good one.
That was funny. That's a knee slapper.
Just like that was a knee slapper. Summer, you got Marv slapping her knees over here.
I feel like whenever I was a kid, I got like so many crocheted items for Christmas. Like I'd go to my dad's Christmas and my aunts would give me like scarves and blankets, and they were all just terrible.
Oh,
not to be rude, but like thank you for taking the time to make that, but I don't like this.
Damn.
I don't like it.
Yeah, my
Thank
aunts
you,
used to
but
get me on
no
this
thank
whack
you.
shit.
What did you say?
Never mind.
No, Pierce, what did you say?
No, you listened to
Yeah.
yourself. You said it with your chest.
Yeah, and say it with your chest. I think Pierce just died, actually.
Yeah. Pierce
He
logged
got
out.
too nervous and he died. Just as long as you keep recording, that's fine.
No, yeah, I don't. I know that sounds awful to say, but it's like I never use them.
I wouldn't use it either.
I've never needed a scarf before. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
we have like a good 3 months of cold weather. I'm not using a scarf.
well, that's why I'm ready to get out of here in Connecticut because I'm tired of the cold.
Yeah, I do want to experience snow. Does it snow in Connecticut?
It does, but it hasn't snowed yet. Is that how you say it? Snowed yet. Whatever.
Known?
Snow. I always said it hasn't snowed yet. In my head, that makes sense, but I think it's snowed. It hasn't snowed yet.
Snowed.
Or
It's
is it
definitely
like
snowed.
beer? It hasn't snowed yet.
There has been no snow yet.
Yeah, I think that's the correct sentence for sure.
Oh, you know what I don't believe in? Weathermen. Because like 2 days ago, we were supposed to have this huge storm that was supposed to be knocking down trees, and I wasn't supposed to go to work. It just rained. They said there was going to be flooding. The little, like the flowers next to my front door, they flooded. And I was like, I no longer believe in weathermen.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. It's kind of hard to predict the weather. I feel like
He just got
they
my
have
hopes up
that
that I
weather
could not
team.
go to work. Just quit telling me that work's going to be canceled if it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't
Because then I
I
think
know,
I'm gonna
weather
stay up
boy.
all night, and then I'm tired because I stayed up till 1 a.m. and I still gotta get up at 6 to go to work. I'm
I just use
disappointed and tired.
I use the Weather Channel app, and it'll just like because if it rains, I really don't have to go to work because I'm always outside for construction stuff.
I work inside.
Yeah, that's a bummer. But if it's raining, then I don't have to do anything. I just stay home.
Do you like the rain, Marv, or do you prefer when it's sunny outside?
No, I love the rain. If
Me
it's
too.
thundering and lightning, ooh, even better. Even
Ooh.
better. I
I
love
love
it.
the rain. When the sun comes out, I'm like, oh fuck, go away.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I only like it during the summer whenever I can go get tan. That's it. Every other day, rain.
I mean, I do too, but I don't tan. I just get red.
I have to get red and then I can tan. But when I
feel like I
come home,
definitely
do not laugh at me because I'm the same color as Luke.
that's very white.
I think I'm whiter than Luke at this
No,
point.
no, I think I'm
Come
whiter
on,
You
than
come
him.
on,
haven't
Dad.
seen me in a while.
Don't flatter
Dude, I think
yourself.
I'm whiter than you.
Marv, I saw you a
No
couple
one
months
can be
ago.
as white as me. Don't even try it.
I think I'm whiter than you, Luke. It's
Okay,
embarrassing.
just
No,
I'll show you
I'm
my
whiter
calves
than
whenever.
both of you.
Okay. You know who's gonna make fun of me, Marv? Your mom.
Oh, for
She's
sure.
she's been my biggest
She
hater
makes
and
fun of
biggest
me.
supporter for my whole
She
life.
makes fun of me.
Yeah, we should start making fun of her.
Yeah, you just
Put her
trip
in her
her.
place.
No, we can't. We can't do
Trip her. We
that.
could trip her.
But
Move
she
her
did.
stairs.
She did one. I told her that we were about to record, and she was like, "Okay, talk about me." And I'm like, I
I
Yeah,
don't know
she's
what to
like,
love
talk
if she's
being
making you
about.
mad, just
mom.
throw a banana peel on the floor and she'll slip on it.
No, remember whenever you were in the store, Marv, and you said, "Hey, mom," and you threw a ball at her face? I have the video still. We should post it.
I
What
do
was
have
it?
the videos. She got so mad.
Tell him, Marv.
We were in Target. And she went to go get some last gifts for something. I don't even know what it was for. And I was bored, so I found this little scrunchy ball and I just started pegging her with it. Back and forth and on every haul, and she got so annoyed, but I loved it.
Because she would,
It made me happy.
Linda would be walking forward and Marv would be like, "Hey, mom," and she would turn around and Marv would just throw it and hit her in the face.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but it was funny. Honestly, it was funny.
It was funny.
And
It was
your mom wants us to talk about her, but I feel like we wouldn't say bad things, but not good things.
Funny
I
thing.
mean, they're not bad things.
Funny
They're
things.
funny things.
Most of the funny things
things
that happen have your mom involved in it. But we can talk about her. She can be our podcast celebrity. So when she walks around and... What'd you say?
I was talking to her earlier before I got on here, and she was like, talk about me. And I was like, the only thing I can think about is when Rex started came to Tomball, and she put a lighter to your butt when you
Your mom has also just like made fun of me my whole life. And so like now that I'm older and I'm like, where did all these insecurities come from? I think back and I'm like, oh, Lynn did that to me. Cause I remember the other day.
I feel like that was me.
No, it was your mom. Because I remember the other day, Charles' girlfriend asked me what shoe size I wear, and I said a 9. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, wow, when my aunt found out that I wore a size 9, she was like, oh my God, you wear a 9? No way. And I was just like, what do you wear, a 3.5?
Yes.
Yes, she does. But I'm like,
okay,
you're 4'11".
Little baby shoe.
Yes. And then she's sitting here treated me the whole life like in the house when I lived with y'all. She's like, Rack, you're tall. Go get it. Like go grab that off the top shelf. So growing up, I think that I'm so tall. So when I'm walking around at work, I'm like, yeah, I'm taller than everybody here. And they're like, you're the most average person I've ever met because I'm only 5'4.5". But because your mom's 4'11", she's treated me like I was 6 foot tall.
I was gonna say, we're all short around here, so we can't talk shit.
Well, that's just because my white side has tall people.
I would come over for like the holidays and stuff, and they're cooking whatever, and they need the crock pot, and she'd be like, hey, can you go get the crock pot out of the garage on the top shelf? Every time. I was like, who's putting the crock pot back up here with a ladder? Like, why y'all put
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm like, y'all have just really traumatized me. If I talk to my therapist again, we should unpack this.
I should really get a therapist.
How about
I thought about it.
We just all be each other's therapist. They like the story. So you're going for entertainment, not for help?
Yeah, maybe I'll make them laugh a little bit. Prescribe me some meds later, but I'll do a little stand up for you.
Be like, did you have a hard day? Let me tell you about this.
Yeah, you're not gonna believe this shit.
That's what I say too.
And I feel like it's kind of hard to find a good one. I feel like I'd have to go through a couple.
I hate having to go through the one that I like through people to find one that I like, because I'm just going to give them a printout and be like, here, this is the background. Run through it. Can you help me? No, I'm going to go on to the next one.
That's kind of smart. I mean, I think you giving them a PowerPoint or a handout would definitely alert them a little bit. Like, all right, something's up. I'm
very structured with my trauma.
That's good. I think mine's like I kind of forget a lot of the trauma that I had until it's brought up later. Oh shit, that did happen.
Yeah, that's how I used to be. But I told my dad, I don't know, a year or something ago, that I had a therapist, and he was like, no, you don't. Stop saying that. And I was like, no, I actually do. And he's like, oh, good for you. And he's like, there's nothing wrong with you, though. And I said, okay, thank you. So I'm going to go tell my therapist, my dad said there's nothing wrong with me. Bye.
Yeah. I'm trying to make an appointment to go see a psychiatrist because I've been told many times that I might have ADHD. I have no idea if I do.
But let's go to TikTok and we can diagnose you off of TikTok.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to self-diagnose. I want to get an actual professional thing.
I think that I'm bipolar, but other people are like, no, you're not. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I want to get it justified to make me not worry about that anymore if I am or if I don't have ADHD. Because my brother does, and he takes a really super high dose.
I didn't realize that there's multiple types of ADHD.
He has inattentive, I think. And I feel like I have the same thing as inattentive. I don't know, kind of just I forget a lot of shit, and just it affects my work and my social ability.
Okay, you go get diagnosed with ADHD, and I'll go get diagnosed with bipolar. Marv, what are you gonna get?
I've already been diagnosed.
Well, do you want anything else? I feel like we're going shopping. Give me this.
So I used to take medication for bipolar.
How did it make you feel?
I hated it.
I hated the medicine I took for anxiety.
So like for a while I was like kind of bad, but when I took it, like I got like I was cool. And then like now like when I realized I didn't need it, I stopped and I stopped taking it. So like I'm good. I haven't had like
well, what do you mean you realized you didn't need it? What do you mean?
because
you were feeling better on the medication?
No, it's because like I didn't have like manic episodes like I used to.
Can you grow out of that? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, but to me, I started like leaning off of it, and I just didn't. And
Are
then
you
like,
sure you're not having manic episodes and you just don't know?
I mean, Marv seems pretty chill.
I mean,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, because before I used to get very mad and like throw shit
Yeah.
out the door, out my window, and like I would get a bat and like whack trees.
I don't want to live
So
with you anymore.
and I don't do that anymore. Like I'm very chill. Like
Good.
I just like I'm good. So like I don't take any medication anymore. So like I feel like I'm calm and collected. But like still also when I was younger, I wasn't ADHD, I was ADD. So I didn't get hyper. But that when I took my ADD medicine, it would make me like a zombie. I couldn't eat.
Yes, I
Like
remember
I
that.
didn't like it made me feel like shit and all my friends are like, "You don't even talk." And I'm
No,
like,
you would literally were like mute.
"Yeah, I was a zombie." So like everyone was like, "Don't take your medicine tomorrow," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Ugh, I can't help it. Like
Yeah,
I kind of
exactly.
need to concentrate on my schoolwork."
I
But
stopped taking
Yeah.
my
it
anxiety
worked.
and depression meds.
It worked for me to get my schoolwork done, but
Mhm.
like friendship wise, like it ruined like some
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. I've heard stuff like that too. Like, I talked to my coworker, and he said that he has ADHD too, because I was like telling him my concerns with myself. And he was saying he used to take medication, but ended up just like finding different ways without medication to not have that issue anymore.
That's
Yeah.
what I did for like my anxiety and my depression. It's more like I took the medication and one of them I felt absolutely nothing. And then the other one, it like made me kind of dizzy and it just, my mind was blank. Like it was completely silent. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm used to my brain running on like 17 different tracks. So going from 17 to none, it was too harsh for me. So I got off of those and I feel like now I'm just like more aware of like what triggers me and things like that. And like I've come up with more like coping mechanisms rather than having to get back on medication. And it helps better.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that'd be a good change, because I'm like, I get very overwhelmed
Mm-hmm.
thinking about so many things. Like, I overthink about everything. It makes me really anxious.
You should try
And
it. I mean, like, it doesn't hurt to try it to see like what works for you because I wouldn't have realized that that's not the route I want to take if I didn't try it. And it didn't hurt me that I did try it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine. But now, with the new therapist that I had, she was more like, okay, let's talk about it and let's find coping mechanisms. And then that's what's helped me better than like just being on medication.
Yeah, because medication isn't like the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's other ways to make yourself better.
Yeah,
That's what I said,
exactly.
there's self growth and like other shit you can do.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. That's a healthy conversation to have.
I was gonna say that is
Right?
a
Like
different
I
from the
was gonna say
usual
we
conversations that
never
we
like
have.
talk.
I know, because
Wow, look at us trying to
I
grow
was
together.
Yeah,
I
come
was gonna
on.
sit here and tell you about my friend's situationship, but we just actually talked about personal growth. A little bit.
Yeah, it's a little spin off.
You still wanna hear what happened to my friend?
Yeah.
Um
Sure.
he was talking to this girl, I think for like a couple weeks, and he thought everything was going good and he was telling me about it and I thought everything was going good too. They made Christmas cookies together, they were wearing Christmas pajamas together, baked pies, like they were hanging out like during the day. And they said they were both on the same page that they want to get to know each other kind of slow and then like hopefully get into a relationship. Well, then like after 2 weeks maybe, she kind of just like fell off. Like she stopped responding to his messages, but then she would keep snapping him, but then she would leave the snaps on red and I was like, uh-oh. I was like, that's what happened to me. I was getting one snap a day and no text back, and they ended up with somebody else. So he was just like, what do I do? And I was like, well, girl me would confront it. I said, but you're a dude, so I don't know, like, if you want to do that or if you want to just drop it. So he texted her and he was like, hey, I just want to know if you're okay, if you need some space. And she was like, yeah, I just need some space right now. I'm going through like X, Y, and Z. And he was like, okay, like, let me know if you want to like hang out or you want to do anything. And she just like left it on red. Well, he sent me the other day a screenshot of her Instagram, and he was like, wow, really needed space. And it was her hugging this guy, and the caption said something along the lines of like, no one I'd rather suffer through Christmas parties with. And I said that's why she needed space, because she got a boyfriend.
Is it
a boyfriend or is it a holiday?
Right, yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, like, people don't post, like, nowadays, people don't post people so easily. And if you do, like, wow.
I don't really get the whole social media thing.
You've also been with Manda for 7 years, Luke.
What?
You've been with Manda for 7 years. You don't count.
Yeah, dude. Whatever.
But I was just like, yeah, that's why she needed space, because she ended up talking to somebody else. And I was just like, after genital warts and now this girl, I'm so sorry.
Mm-mm.
I didn't know about the genital warts, but that...
What?
Yeah, no, I
because you don't listen to the podcast.
I told you.
Oh, word!
Yeah.
So now you need to listen to it.
Yeah, you got the G wart, and then you got left on red, dog. That's crazy.
I'm saying he's like, it's a cold world out here.
I don't like listen to the podcast either.
Well, Marv, you're on it, so it doesn't count. Luke, give me 2 reasons you don't listen to the podcast.
I forgot, and that's mainly it. Honestly, I feel like I come home and I have like work to do on the computer, and then I'll play video games, and then I'll just procrastinate until I have like 2 hours left to do it, like my work, before I can sleep. And then I'll start doing my work, and I'll get really tired, and then I'll go to sleep.
So you should listen to it while you do your work or while you play video games.
I can do it while I do my work if it's like an hour-long podcast.
Pierce, what are we at right now?
32 minutes.
Oh, I was like, wow, Pierce actually died.
Do you want to do you want to keep
yeah, we're going to keep going. I just wanted to prove a point to Luke that it was
How's the podcast
almost an hour.
So far, Pierce?
Y'all should do the never mind, I forgot.
Oh, you know what I want to do? I was trying to talk to Marv about this earlier, about what our red flags are.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I don't have red flags for you right now. I can't think about any.
But I'm just going to listen to this because it says, I Googled red flags, and it said 13 relationship red flags to be aware of. And the number 1 says alcohol and drug addiction. And I was like, Marv, I don't think you're addicted, but you were just the instant that popped into my mind. Oh,
that's
drinking.
Rude.
We may just be diagnosing you on this podcast.
I mean, I drink, like, obviously. Like, we're not fucking perfect, but...
Obviously.
I just like smoking my weed. And that's okay.
Drinking daily.
I don't do other drugs.
Or drinking until inebriation a few times a week can be a red flag. Is that you, Marv? Do you fit in that box?
Yes.
A few times a week.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? Honesty is one of your good qualities.
Yeah.
Number 2, violent displays. No, we're not violent. Mismatched relationship goals. If your relationship goals are at odds, this could be a sign that it's time to walk away. I don't think that's a red flag. I think that's just like a, hey, you gotta go.
What do you mean mismatch? Like you don't want the same thing?
Yeah, it says, for instance, they say they'll never get married, but that's something that you desire.
Oh, then yeah, what's the point of dating them?
Exactly.
So I don't think that's a red flag.
I think it's just the number 1 reason y'all shouldn't be together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is definitely a red flag. Persistent jealousy and distrust. I trust people until you give me a reason not to, but I don't blindly trust people. Like, I always have a little bit of benefit of the doubt, and I always take what people say with a grain of salt.
Same.
Right.
So it says, often the red flag of a very insecure partner looks like attentiveness at the start, but then there's an underlying control problem beneath all of the attention. I used to be like that whenever I was like with one of my exes, but that was because I found out he cheated on me 7 times. So I'm like, oh my God, who are you talking to? Da, da, da. So he like broke it in my brain. Other than that, I'm like, I love living my life. You do your life, but like obviously make me feel important.
Right.
But like, I don't want to be attached to you 24/7 because sometimes I just want to take a nap or watch my own show.
Yeah, it's good to have your own space.
History of infidelity. I don't know what number we're on, but history of infidelity, obviously. If somebody comes up to me and they're like, oh, I cheated on my last girlfriend, don't talk to me.
Is that what that is? I thought infidelity was like you can't have a kid, or is that something else?
That's it.
That's
Infertility.
infertility.
No, that's so.
Okay, continue with what you were saying.
Infertility, yeah.
I don't even know what cheating is, dog. Like, get out of my head.
History of infidelity. So relationships require trust to succeed. And if your partner
Like
has
in
a
the
history,
past.
yeah. If your partner has a history of cheating, it's important to proceed with caution.
For sure.
Some people may not be bothered by this, but if you are, recognize that this factor will affect your ability to trust them. I also feel like if they cheated with you, they'll cheat on you.
Oh yeah, dude. If they
Facts.
cheated, like, yeah,
Facts.
exactly.
Controlling
100%.
nature. It says, a partner who is controlling in any likely way. Duh, that's number one red flag. If they try to control you, you're done. Stories of crazy exes. Talking about old flames is common, especially when you first start dating someone new, but do pay attention to the language your partner uses when discussing those that they've dated. No, if they're crazy, they're crazy. I don't agree with that one. Do you think
What
this
did
is
it
a red?
say?
It says
then they're gonna think that you're always thinking about them if you talk about them a lot.
because it says this sort of perspective deflects any responsibility and demonstrates a lack of respect for the people they once cared and loved for. Yeah, but most of the time, like we're exes for a reason. Like they probably did something to me. So, yeah, I'm gonna talk about you like you're crazy.
Okay.
Do you think no friends is a red flag? Because it's listed on here.
It depends, I guess. Like, they don't have any friends at all.
It just says if your partner struggles to make and maintain relationships, this could indicate you will also struggle to connect with them. But I'd be like, why do you have no friends? Is it because you hate people? Is it because you're weird? Like, what is it? Because some people just don't fuck with other people.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've seen movies where that's like an issue in a relationship where the guy doesn't have any friends. There's a movie with like Paul Rudd or something.
But
I mean,
in real life, for you, would it be an issue for you if you weren't with Amanda? Like, would it be an issue for her with you to not make friends?
yeah.
Can you repeat the question?
Well, if you weren't dating Manda and you were dating somebody else and that girl didn't have any friends, would that be an issue for you?
Oh, okay.
Or couldn't even make friends?
Yeah, can't even, I feel like making friends, but what do
don't
you
think
like? How would
I
you
don't,
feel?
I don't think that'd be a big issue for me. I feel like if we're dating, me and Manna don't have any problems being friends with each other. And if we wanted to make friends, we can go out together and like get friends at the same time. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you'll have plenty of friends. Like,
But it's
Yeah, we
only an
can.
issue for me because like then I'm gonna become your entire life and I have my own life. So like with one of my
yeah.
ex-boyfriends, he didn't really have any
Mhm.
friends, but I had my solid group of friends that I was always with 24/7. I even lived with them. But he was like, no, stay on the phone with me. No, do this with me. Do that with me. And I'm like, I'm trying to give you like equal amounts of time. But he wanted my time 24/7 and me
I
not
feel
talk to
like
my friends at
that's
all.
like
That was too
having
much
no
for me.
friends and also being clingy at the same time. That wouldn't work
Yes.
out. But like having
I
Yeah.
no
can't do clingy
friends,
either.
but they also have their own life, and we can like be apart, then that's fine with me.
Yes, that's what's important to me. What about if they give you all of their time? Do you think that's a red flag?
Too clingy. Like
Yeah,
Luke said, too
that's
clingy.
super clingy. I don't like clingy.
What about
Yeah.
I think this is a red flag. It says the lack of emotional intimacy. So it's like, for some
I think it
emotional
depends on the
intimacy,
person.
yeah. A partner who shows no interest in opening up and bonding is a death knell for a relationship.
I guess if you want like a long lasting relationship, you don't want somebody that doesn't want to connect with you.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of
This is
hard.
definitely a red flag. Gaslighting.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. This one, I see this on TikTok all the time, and I agree with it. But the red flag is love bombing. But then people are like, of course I didn't know it was love bombing. I think I'm so amazing. Who wouldn't want to love me? And I think that too. But it says that
What do you mean?
it says people with narcissistic or borderline personality disorders typically engage in love bombing, manipulatively showering someone with praise and affection to gain trust quickly. So I guess it's someone that's just like in the first week and they're like, "Oh, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You're the most
Oh
beautiful person
yeah, that's
ever."
a
And
lot.
just building off of that and yeah, kind of like smothering them with love.
I don't know. I feel like that
Good.
would put like super early saying like, I love you or like giving
Oh
me a
yeah,
bunch of
it's
shit.
weird for me. I'm like, "Hold on, chill out."
Yeah, I wouldn't be cool with that.
I don't even know how to say that.
Oh, this is terrible, and
Say what?
I hate that Summer's sitting right next to me. Um, so it says breadcrumbing, and I've never heard this term before. So it says someone who is breadcrumbing is leading you on with little morsels of encouragement, just enough so you don't give up on the relationship. But you move toward this person and they'll move away. But if you withdraw, the person will ramp up their breadcrumbing again. A breadcrumber doesn't like to intend to commit.
Hmm,
Yeah.
Hmm.
that's sad.
I know. I know.
Yeah, like, bro, stop breadcrumbing me.
I've never heard that term before, breadcrumbing.
Wow.
So, Marv, which one do you think that you are the most?
Um, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say one, but I'm gonna say at least 50% of them.
You think you're 50% of that list?
You're breadcrumbing?
Yes.
Are you breadcrumbing? Is that who you are? Marv is a breadcrumber, everybody.
What the heck? I don't think I'm any of those.
I don't think so either.
I
I
think
think
my
I
Luke
own
is
don't
very
think
well rounded.
my own personal red flag that I would point out is just procrastinating. Like, also, I meant to put a calendar right next to my desk because I forget all the dates of activities we
Yeah.
have planned, and it'll be like the day of or like the day before, and I'm like, "What are we doing this day?" And she's like, "You don't know? You don't remember?" Like, fuck.
You don't know.
Yeah, I'm really bad at remembering dates.
Y'all don't share a calendar like she doesn't put on her
No,
phone or it's just on paper.
I think she has her own personal one, and then she puts one next to me so I can see stuff.
Oh, she really cares about you.
I hope so.
she
Yeah.
loves him.
I hope so, yeah.
If she doesn't, that's gonna just kill me.
Maybe she's breadcrumbing.
It,
Yeah, she's
but it
breadcrumbing.
did but it did hurt kind of like hurt my feelings when we left you to go cook at my mom's for Thanksgiving.
Why did y'all leave Luke?
Wait, when?
Wanted to stay, but remember when we were all gonna go cook at my mom's?
Why did it hurt your feelings to leave
Was
Luke?
it was it this year?
Yes, like Manda was gonna go cook she was the baked potatoes. And I was cooking something. I think I was cooking the pea salad.
Oh,
And
Cooking
you
the
were
pea
just gonna come
salad.
with us. And you were gonna come with us. And like, she was like, no, Luke's gonna stay. And then you called her, like, did you leave? And I'm like, oh,
Oh no!
poor Luke.
She
no, I
left you,
mean,
Luke, and didn't tell you?
no. She told me she's gonna leave me. She did tell me because I was. It was my fault, honestly. I was playing the game, and
Oh, I thought she just didn't
That's
want you to
why
come.
that's why she said, she was like, it's fine, like he doesn't want to come. And I'm like, I get it, like we're all cooking shit, there's no reason for all four of us cooking something, you know.
no, I was
Yeah.
being a little bitchy. I was like, man, it's a small kitchen. We got
Luke.
one stove, and we're cooking 3 or 4 different meals.
But it made me so sad because like you called when we were leaving the neighborhood. You're like, "Did you leave?" And I'm like, "Oh, I could just picture Luke sitting outside,
standing in the rain in the driveway, looking for you."
Yeah.
Picture.
She's like, "I'm leaving you. We're leaving right now." I was like, "No, babe. I'm gonna go grab my stuff and I'll meet you outside. I'll be ready, okay?" And I go and grab everything in the plastic bag, like my potatoes and stuff. And I said it.
Did you leave?
Yeah. I came back out and she was gone. I was like, "Damn."
I was gonna say, Mina told me, she's like, "Hurry up before Luke comes back outside." And I'm like, "Why?"
Oh no!
Like, you're leaving him? She's like, "Yes." And I'm like,
"Oh no!"
It was well deserved. I'm not even.
It's still, I'm like, oh, poor Luke. But I get it.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I wanted to stay home. I was being super lazy. But I still would have went if she didn't leave.
That's so funny. Hurry up before Luke comes out.
That's funny.
Yeah,
she's so mean sometimes.
You said that to me. I feel like we're all just so mean sometimes. It just runs through the...
I didn't say mean. I said me. She's just like me.
Oh, I said mean. I said, yeah, the Reyes Baranowskis are kind of mean sometimes. There's just sometimes when, like, Summer will think I'm being mean to her, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean to you. It's just, like, I'm cutting the bullshit right now, and I need to get this done. And I just get, like, very serious. And she's like, some of my friends will think I'm annoyed, and I'm like, no, I'm not annoyed. I'm just very serious right now, and we just need to get this shit done. Like, when we were moving the other day, Lord had a desk she was giving to Washington, and it definitely was not that serious, but I wanted to get all this moving done. And she was like, I can take the desk apart. She's like, but it's going to take me a while. And she's like, I'm sad. And I said, Lord, I'm so sorry, but for 15 minutes, I don't give a shit. Shove it deep down, take the desk apart, and get over here. And she was like, okay. And Washington was like, it's not that deep. And I was like, can we just get this done? It's 30 degrees outside. I'm tired of moving, and your bed frame fell on me. I want to go home.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting near the end. Did y'all want to go ahead and do the Am I the Asshole post?
Wait, I want to ask Marv one, would you rather? Because this one made me laugh.
Okay.
I feel like you're not going to get it, but it's fine. If you had to live in a cage for the rest of your life, would you rather the bars be horizontal or vertical? Marv, are you thinking?
I am thinking.
Do you want me to answer first, or do you want me to wait for you?
I would say horizontal.
I would say horizontal too, because then you get to pass things to me. And somebody said horizontal because I'd climb them like a ladder for fun. And then somebody was like, well,
that's actually super smart.
Then you can slide a pizza for me. And I said, yeah, that would be really nice. Because if it was horizontal, then the pizza would get all sideways.
Depends on how like far apart the bars are also.
Would you rather have... What?
Sorry. I was going to say, we're not going to get into that. It doesn't matter how far apart the bars are.
Would you rather have the superpower to eat without getting fat, or the superpower to eat everything for free without getting fat? 100%.
Without getting fat, for sure.
Well, Luke,
I think I would for free. I think, honestly, because like, if you ever wanted to go ahead and like go on a diet, it's super expensive, and then you can just get all that shit for free without worrying about it.
Yeah, and you could just go work out.
Yeah, dude. That's
or
true.
I can just not get fat and not worry about it ever again. That would be really nice.
Yeah, but am I starting from my weight now, or am I starting at like a peak? Like,
no, you're starting from you right now.
I'm definitely gonna do the for free.
All right, Bears, do our am I the asshole?
Okay. Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
Yeah, you're not gonna do
it. Am I the asshole for refusing to give up my extra seat for someone else's toddler on a flight that I paid for because I'm fat? I, 34 female, am obese. I'm actively working towards losing weight and I've made progress, but I'm still obese as I'm typing this.
As I'm typing.
I'm going over to see my brother and his husband for Christmas across the country, and because I'm fat, I booked an extra seat so everyone can be more comfortable. I know it sucks having to pay for an extra seat, but it is what it is. I know Southwest Airlines has this customer of size policy, but I've had some bad experiences with Southwest. Even I was obese, and so I was. Sorry, this is kind of written bad. I know Southwest Airlines has this customer of size policy, but I've had some bad experiences with Southwest even before I was obese, so I wasn't doing that, and it's mostly my fault I even got fat. Everything goes smoothly from checking in to security and boarding, at least at first. This woman comes to my row with a boy who appeared to be about a year old. She told me to squeeze in to one of the seats so her son could sit in the other. She told me, she didn't ask. I told her no, and that I paid for this seat for the extra space. She didn't make a big fuss over it, she then makes a big fuss over it, which gets the flight attendant's attention. She told the flight attendant I was stealing the seat from her son. I then showed her my boarding passes, proving that I, in fact, paid for the extra seat. The flight attendant asked me if I could try and squeeze in, but I said no, that I wanted the extra seat that I paid for. The boy, who the mom said is 18 months, was supposed to sit in her lap so he could just do that. The flight attendant eventually told the mom to put the son in her lap. I got dirty looks and passive-aggressive remarks from her the entire flight, and I do feel a little bit bad because the boy looked hard to control. So am I the asshole? Edit, I did not fly SWA. I don't know what that means.
Southwest Airlines.
Oh.
I don't think she's the asshole because she paid for them. Like, she paid for it purposely so she could be comfortable and like people around her be comfortable. That lady's the asshole for coming up and be like, my toddler needs this seat. Then give me the money for it. Okay, give me the money for it and your toddler can sit there.
No, I don't think that they're the asshole at all. Just because I've only been on like 2 flights. I've been on 4 flights in the past year, and just sitting next to anybody sucks. I want space myself.
Yes.
Like, economy is trash. And so I totally understand buying 2 extra seats, especially if you think you're obese.
Not the asshole.
I've never
definitely.
been on a flight, but I can only assume how tight the seating is just based on like charter buses and stuff I've been on.
Just me myself, like putting both armrests down, my fucking love handles are just like breathing for air, like gasping.
And not only that, I mean, me and Luke, you know, we're over 6 foot, so you know we
for sure.
We need the leg room.
That leg room is awful.
The leg room is awful. You have to sit in an emergency seat or sit in the very front so you can stretch your legs out. But like width wise, no, they're so skinny. Like I have to like squish my arms in because I don't want to touch elbows with the next person.
Oh, that's another thing. I fucking hate sharing armrests.
Yes.
Yeah, you get like basically get one armrest. It's like you get 2 armrests, but it's the size of one.
You have to share. You know? Yeah.
I hate that shit.
So no, she's definitely not the asshole.
Mm.
All right. So the consensus is not the asshole. The top comment says the other lady is the asshole for not buying a seat for her son and assuming someone else would give up a seat that they paid for. Odds are she was hoping there'd be an extra seat on the flight so she didn't have to pay and use the lap thing as a loophole. Classic case of you snooze, you lose.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, word.
She definitely was just trying to get her son to fly for free or whatever.
100%. Sure. That's on you, lady. Don't be mad about it.
If you have a toddler, you can put them in your lap for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. She was just fucking reaching, dude.
Yeah, you just can't tell somebody, move. I'm going to put my son here.
Say, hey, you're fat, move. Like, that's not cool, bro.
Hey,
squeeze your in there.
Scooch over, bigness.
Yeah. You can't be saying that shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, fuck her.
Is there any more?
Right. No, we just
I think that was it.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys.
I don't listen to the podcast, so I didn't know.
Luke, you're so terrible. Well, now you have to listen to it.
You have to.
Well, I listened to this one, so we'll start now.
You're gonna just start with episode 4?
Yeah.
Look, how about you just be on it all the time so you can do your recap of what happened? He's gonna forget.
Yeah.
We'll write it down for you what we did so you don't forget.
I do have time to be on the podcast, so yeah, I can do that.
Would you like to be on it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to be talking the whole time.
That's okay. I feel like I talk a lot.
You do.
Yeah,
do you want me to let you talk more, Marv?
No.
I think if I stopped talking, this podcast would be
Not at all.
of silence.
Well,
This
I mean,
podcast would be, yeah.
Pierce edits out the dead space, so it's like it's not that bad.
He does his best, but yeah, if I stopped talking, then this would be like 30 minutes of silence, and Marv would be like, "Well,
Goodbye.
yeah, exactly. See, I will carry this podcast on my back and let you guys make fun of me."
I also gotta pee, so.
Oh,
me
that's
too.
how
It's
we're.
insane.
That's how you ended last episode, so that's how you can end this episode also.
Fuck. I didn't realize.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening to episode 4. Don't forget to go follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and what else did I make? Pierce, a YouTube, and I made a YouTube. So go follow us on there. And this episode is gonna be a little different because it's gonna air on Friday. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
All right, happy Friday, guys.
Happy
Bye.
Friday.
Bye.
Ready?
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, ho, ho.
That was
Merry
so.
Christmas.
I thought
Let's
I
do
was
it
gonna
again.
do a 1, 2, 3, and then y'all say it at the same time.
Oh, okay. We'll do it again.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Merry
Christmas.
Luke, why'd you say it like that?
Because I was trying to be Santa Claus.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
All right, yeah.
Merry Christmas. Bye, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, everyone.